Alright, in this video I am going to talk to you about the topic how I sold everything and how far I've come and how I came about to now be called self-employed, like fully self-employed. So the video is going to have a little bit of parts to it. I will talk about the employment that I had in the previous, the few years back, and also my investment plan, how I was invested in the stock market. I'm still invested there, but a little bit of how that has taken a twist. And also I'll talk about my company, the company that I started, and how far it is, my expectations, and how things are going so far in just a few days that we have had the adjustment. All right, so if you find that interesting, just stick around. You could like this video or comment, and you can also give me your experiences in relation to the bits of my journey that kind of relates to yours. So starting off, I started in when I moved here, I started out working in the healthcare industry. I was gonna say the system, but it's healthcare. So basically I was working first as a CNA, but that was just for a short time, and then I worked with individuals with developmental disabilities. But on the side I was also studying on how to do trading. I did go to school for that, and my goal was to be able to switch entirely and be full-time day trader and make money off of it. But as you know, it takes a bit of practice, but also because it's not something you can entirely just switch like that, you need a lot of capital to be able to completely switch things up and be able to make money that can sustain you on a day-to-day life. It means you have to have a big account. So developing that account needed me to be working extra hard during my daytime job, which is like the healthcare department, where I was working with different agencies as a support staff. So I always collected money from there and then putting it in my trading account, and it would grow and it would fall down as time goes on. At one point I stopped the day trading because it's hard to juggle between working in a 9 to 5 and then also having to be super focused the following day to be able to day trade. But also it was risky because sometimes you can lose much more than you make. Anyway, I then ended up on the investment side, which was a bit slower. So that also saw a lot of growth in my account. It definitely grew a lot faster when I was doing the investment other than when I was doing day trading. So, but that doesn't stop there, because I still needed more money to reach a certain level, because when I switched to the investment side of things, I wanted to see my account to a certain level whereby it could be generating for me income passively after I stopped making like monthly deposits or deposits like on a certain schedule, such that I am able to get like dividends out of this account. But that means that I need to increase on my earnings, and my 9 to 5 wasn't earning me that much. So in 2020, I've always wanted to do business. I've always been doing business even before I moved here to the States. So as you try to work out different plans, this one and this one, I ended up with one idea that I started to work on and looking deep into, and that was in the transportation industry. And I guess that's where I am now. And the transportation industry, I started out with the brokering side of things, whereby I would work as a freight broker, assisting shippers get motor carriers. Motor carriers are people with the trucks. So I was hoping to be getting commission off of that, but things didn't move well. I probably didn't give it enough time, but at the start of things, the sales were low. It was hard to get a shipper at first. That was in 2020. I kind of attribute this to a multiple number of reasons, which could be excuses at this point. But the thing is, it didn't, pan out as easily as I thought. But other things also happen on the way. Meantime, I'm also working a 9 to 5. I'm trying to do day trading, and I'm also trying to establish this business. And towards the end of 2020, I kind of, stepped away a bit from it and went back on the drawing board to analyze exactly what's going on, why I'm not getting the kickoff that I was expecting to get from my transportation business. Anyway, so all of that brings me to the point of how I sold everything. So my investment accounts had grown to a certain point. But then as 2021 began, I was looking on how to, go back and grind this industry of transportation, the company that I started. So I, tried to scratch around and then do more inquiries and also ask some of the friends that I had met in this industry and ask them how they're doing and how things are going on their part. From all that I had, a lot of information came in, showing that owning an asset is something that can help you learn more about the industry, but also to be able to make money immediately, not immediately, but to get you going from the start. Anyway, so in 2021, I decided to try another route on the transportation industry. So there are multiple routes that you can go through. You can come in as a broker, you can come in as a broker's agent, and you can come in as a dispatcher, you can come in as an owner operator, you can come in as somebody working for a company that has equipment that you drive as a driver. So I already tried the broker side and things were not going as expected. It was a lot of work for little pay, or for even too much to be able to land a good shipper. So I thought I should try also going through as an owner operator at this point. So I don't have a CDL, which is something that is required for you to be able to drive those big trucks that you see on the road, starting from 18 wheelers and above. You need to have a commercial driver's license. So I thought that was tricky at first, and I didn't think it was possible at first until somebody told me you could start out with a box truck. And the price was a bit reasonably fair to start with, and I was at that point in my life where things could work out if I went all in with it. And when I say all in, this means the trading accounts that I had at that point. I decided to sell everything and register for my DOT and expand the business in that route. And that's how I am at this point. I'm hoping that the income that comes and the projections that I've tried to work out that comes with running a trucking company at this point is going to be sustainable and sufficient enough to help grow my investment account when it comes back to the stock market. Because again, I'm still trying to develop that account to a certain level where it can be grown passively. But I also want to have the trucking company grow to a certain level whereby I can get hands off. The point of this is to show you that you still need to be able to think about, having multiple streams of income. This is something that, we all strive to do. And at this point, I can still say that I have two sources of income that I can call now my personal self-employed sources of income. And right now, I am very proud to say that I am fully self-employed, which is a good thing, but it comes with its challenges. I'm hoping I am strong and resilient to be able to endure and also go through them and learn from them. Lessons so far learned is, you have to network a lot, you have to, grind a lot and stay positive and, keep on grinding. I guess that's all that I can say for now. I will be back with more updates on how the journey is going, and I will answer any questions or comments that you guys might be posting to me. All right, thank you. Bye.